What is up, party people? Feeling rather down. Not necessarily like in any big mental way, but just I was really fatigued. We had a day basically like sprinting around the park. It was really hot and gym took the brunt of that. And I felt a little bit disheartened by the fact that gym wasn't performing. However, I have some good news. Today we are starting a new program. And you might go, but Alex, you had 1 week left of the program. And I simply say to you, my fellow followers, I have a new coach. Now, I'm not going to say who the coach is. I'm going to see whether or not they are able to do the things for me that I need a coach to do. And then I'll shout and rave about them as everyone else does. But I've put my trust and my lifting back in the hands of another individual. And I'll tell you now, they are one of the only people that I've ever wanted to have coached me. And goddamn, is it cool to have them as a coach. So today, it's a bit of a weirder one. The accessories aren't that much. I now only deadlift once a week, but to be fair, today is just a normal-ish one. We've got comp squat, we've got pause bench. Like, what more do you need? I've got my Eliska here with me, who I always forget how short she is, and she's just drinking. Tell us what's in the concoction today, Charlie. And let me get the microphone ready.
It's nice, but it's got something slightly different to what we're used to in it.
Speaking to the microphone, please.
We have a lovely pre-workout shake here. Usually it's got our Murdered Out Insidious pre-workout in. Love it. Alex usually has the sour cherry, but today we're using my Zomberry, like a sour, I guess blueberry. Can't really taste blueberry though. Then you got citrulline malate, and
what does citrulline malate do?
It gives you a pump. Oh, gives you that pump. Makes you look large, essentially.
Okay, and what else is in there?
We've got 2 scoops of creatine because we're sharing, so you know, extra creatine. And mixed with cranberry juice. That's normal. That's the normal pre-workout.
Yes, cranberry juice is nitric oxide heavy, so it helps with the pump.
But Alex has asked if we can put in some electrolytes in it.
Because I'm a big boy, and anything above 9.5 degrees in weather means I sweat like a nonce near a playground. And it's not great. I lose a lot of moisture, and apparently it's
that face is because of the pre, but also because of what he just said. Yeah, so that's orange and I'm not even sure. I think it's orange and something flavour, and it has made this very tart. But yeah, so I'm gonna have my few sips and then I'm gonna pass it to Alex, and you can have his live reaction.
Subscribe now. All right, so Charlie has made a big huff and a fuff about this, and let's be honest, guys. She doesn't bench as much as I do, so it's understandable why her taste buds might be a little bit more vulnerable and delicate. Because we all know when you bench over 180, you lose the ability to taste. You have to trade in one of your senses to bench 180.
Yeah, you lost hearing.
What? That was such a bad joke. All right, here we go. That was absolutely fine. I don't know what she was complaining about. Tart? No, that was.
Keep it down.
That was sweet as a kiss.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in the gym. For the first week, just like a singlet 6. Still getting used to like the flats and the internal hip rotation. The amount of stretch I can feel down that outer glute is mad. Pretty happy with that though. Especially like the last thing I need to get really memorized is like my brace with the wide position in flat. Because when I get it, the weight doesn't feel like anything on my back, which is really nice. So now I've got like volume back downs, and then we've got bench. So I'll see for volume back downs. Alright, well the 260 move and my positioning for it was beautiful. And Charlie has just paused the music, which I will never forgive her. And now I think I might pause my recording, so okay, it wasn't Charlie, apparently it was Hoodoo Voodoo. Alright, let's get this. Knackering, and my left hip is getting brutalized. So what I'll do is drop this down to 220 to take out the 1.25 for the next set, and then try and do that for the next 2 sets, because that final rep was more difficult because I was like fatigued by rep 3 and my form started to break down. So I'll see you for the back offs. But if I just gaslight myself into thinking that I took off for 2.5 kilos, and don't be a bitch, well then that all adds up. See you for bench. Jesus Christ. My squats went really well. I realised I might have over-egged the squat slightly. I didn't realise that my coach had put in like bracket weight predictions for next week. And next week, my RP7 is 15 kilos lighter than what I did today. So that's something. And then my bench, well, I thought I was going to be working up to like 220. Well, apparently we're saving that for week 2. So I'm not all that mad, just did a simple 210, life was sweet. To be fair though, with the amount of bench I did afterwards, completely fair enough. 200 was good. That was a lot of bench volume. I had like 5 top sets. It was nasty. But I'm feeling good for it. How was your sesh?
My session was good too. So I'm in week
105.
So I'm in week
Weezer.
So I'm in week 5 of my program because, well, we messed it up a little bit, but it's fine. So we're going to see how fatigued I can get essentially, and how I perform being that fatigued. But no, I continued going up 2.5 on all my squat and bench. They move pretty well, I think.
They move really well.
Yeah, as Alex said, 105 bench. So we're 2.5 kilograms off the comp PB that I got like a month ago. So
At like a 7.5.
Well,
After squat.
wasn't. Oh yeah, after squat. Yeah, sorry, I thought you were talking about my comp. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a good session. Yeah.
Watch out. She gonna beat you. Tell them my bench gremlin said. But no, I think it's been a really nice session. For me, I feel really good. I was saying to Charlie, my squat back offs, which were 3x6, like 222.5 would normally be like an actual battle. Like trying to do 3x5 at 190 back in heels was like, can't do that. And then I just slapped 3x6, 222.5 on the bar. And the only reason it started getting to me was because I was getting worn out. I was like, my left hip is opening up in a good way, like it's stretching.
You should have seen him, honestly, after his sets of 6. Like, he was like, actually, you will see him.
So anyway, guys, I'm now a one-man band on this. She's being mean to me. I'm blinking twice. Send help.
Don't say that.
Okay, please. No, I'm fine. Don't worry. It's an even fight when we do fight.
Yeah.
She wins the sock game. I win the pillow fight, so it's sweet. But yeah, that is the end of day 45. And personally, I'm looking ready, raring, and ready to go. I want to. It's annoying. I've got a rest day tomorrow, but I want to get to like deadlifts Wednesday. I want to go.
Yeah. I'm going to follow the same split as him, actually, because I'm used to doing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. You are as well, but just to make sure that we're aligned, for ourselves personally, but also, I think, to be fair, having 2 rest days in the work week for me will work well. Yeah,
because what we found with Charlie is that she ends up going to her Friday session to a Saturday anyway, because she comes up here. And actually, if we take just that little bit of stress away from her by going, you know what, it's not supposed to be a Friday session, it's supposed to be a Saturday session, I'll be training as well, then it actually works out really nicely.
Yeah.
So on that note, with a big high five, we hope your lifts stay
big,
your stresses stay
small,
and we'll see you for the next episode. Catch.